some confidence. And then we played Palace at Selhurst Park and lost 1-0. An early goal from Benteke, because again, always the ex-players that come to bite you. Bit of an experiment. I rested some players for the Juventus game mostly because I wanted you to see this team at full strength. So we had people like Joe Gomez got a game, Liam Coyle got a start, picked up a booking, unfortunately got a start. Bobby Adekanye, who's a really good young player coming through Lyon, when he got a start, didn't play his best, but it's nice to give them a start. And today we're playing Juventus in the Champions Cup, Champions League. I'm going to stop using the made up names in the database. So that is where we're at today. As you can see, we're in Group B. We are already through, so this is more or less just for your viewing pleasure, really. So we'll have a little fun with it. We'll roll the intro, and then we're pretty much going to get straight into it. So I'll see you guys on the other side. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Liverpool. Before we start, for those who didn't see the Vanuatu video, apologies for the last video. We had some technical issues. OBS apparently is not my friend. So we're back at Fraps. So it's not going to affect your experience any, except you will see the whole of games. And I'm going to have to edit some more. But that's all good. We can make that work, and I will make it work. So let's go through very quickly what you missed before we roll the intro, because I feel like I should catch you all up, because most of you didn't want to watch the audio commentary of a still video. So in that first game of managing Liverpool, we played Leicester and it was humiliating. I spent a lot of time swearing about Emre Can getting sent off. That was really, really helpful of him, and probably cost us the game, in fairness. Trying to reshuffle that pack was somewhat difficult, especially given what little I had on the bench. But we got a goal, which is always a good way to start, and we bounced back from that. We got a draw with Besiktas in the Champions League. It's always the players you recognise from playing in England when you play a small club that do you in. Alvaro Negredo, the ex-City striker, got 2. Ryan Babel, the ex-Liverpool player, got himself 1. We got a goal from Mane, from Milner with a penalty, and Pepe got himself an own goal. It was a decent performance. It was nothing special. Alberto Moreno let himself down. I mean, a lot of the back four let themselves down. Dejan Lovren's injury didn't help things at all either. But, a draw is a draw. It's better than nothing. We followed that up with a draw against Brighton at the Amex. Again, really disappointing. I'm trying to find a system that works with Liverpool. We've been trying the 4-5-1 with the wingers and the defensive midfielder, and it's not working brilliantly. It's not really, I don't know, it's not inspiring anything. It was a solid defensive performance. Coutinho got injured, which is always a problem. And Liam Coyle made his debut for the club. I think he's going to be someone. He'll appear occasionally when we need a filler. I don't think he's a long-term prospect. He's a good player. He's not a great player. You'll be able to see from the scout reports in just a second. Like, he's got decent potential. He's not quite there yet. He probably needs to go on loan if he's going to really achieve his potential, because I can't guarantee him that much football. That being said, our next game was at home to West Ham, and we smashed them. Absolutely smashed them. Milner opened the scoring with a penalty. Sturridge, 4 goals, absolutely outstanding performance from Sturridge. Really he wasn't someone who was a first choice striker when I first came in. I had Firmino up front, but Firmino got injured for a little while. We moved him up to the wing for this game, brought in Sturridge up top. It worked. It was a small change, but it worked, and that's good to know. So it was a good smashing for us, especially at home. It was nice to kind of see we could win with this team build. So we're back, and here's the preview. 2 teams that really can't seem to find any form. We're inconsistent. They're woeful, but apparently we're the favourites for this game. But hopefully we'll, I'd like us to go on with a win. They're bottom of the group. That's, you know, something. We've got no chance of overtaking Barcelona. Besiktas can't take us out, as I said before. We are through. We are going to get into the knockout stages. But like I said, this is just so you guys can kind of see the team in full flow. We'll see what's going on. So let's look at the starting lineup. We've got Karius in goal, a back four of Johnny, Matip, Lovren and Robertson. Emre Can's playing the holding midfielder role, and hopefully this time he won't get himself sent off. Henderson and Milner in the middle. Milner's playing that Mazzala role. I want to kind of drift out left a little bit. I thought about playing Henderson as a Mazzala as well, but I kind of want someone covering that space between the defence and the attack. Mohamed Salah starts on the right wing as an inside forward, with Mane on the left as a winger, and Firmino will be up top as a complete forward. In the last video I tried to give you guys some transfer news. You may or may not have seen it. I'll go through it again properly in January, but one of the things that is happening, if I can make that do what I want it to do without messing me around, is Simon Mignolet is leaving the club. He's agreed to join Spartak Moscow. I got 14 million for him. I was quite happy with that as a deal. On the bench we've got Alexander-Arnold, we've got Oxlade-Chamberlain, Sturridge, Gomez, Wijnaldum and Danny Ings. Let's submit it, let's see what goes on. Like I said, our form has not been brilliant. You know, smashing West Ham and then losing to Crystal Palace is a bit of an up and down. But you know, that's kind of what this game's all about a little bit. Sometimes you get those ups, you get those downs, and hopefully we can make up for it. Apparently teams taking forever to warm up, which is always a good start. There we go. We've got some nice things happening now. Let's look at the teams. They've gone full strength. They're desperate, and you know, the prize for Juventus winning this, assuming that Besiktas lose or draw, is that they get into the Europa League. So they've still got something to play for, which is why they've got a strong lineup. It's a 4-2-3-1 wide. So you've got Buffon in goal, Lichtsteiner, Barzagli, Chiellini, Alexandro, Pjanic, Sami Khedira. Yeah, I forgot he was at Juventus. We've got Douglas Costa on the right wing, Mandzukic on the left, Dybala in the number 10 role, and Higuain up top. It's a really strong lineup, you know. And for us, obviously, Karius, the team we went through before, we're playing that 4-5-1 essentially. I don't know why it's called a 4-1-2-3 DM wide on here. It's a 4-5-1. Let's keep it simple. Let's see what we can do with this. Go into the dressing room, challenge the team to go out and prove a point. The other thing I was about to point out, I did replace pretty much the entire backroom staff, because Liverpool's backroom staff is utterly atrocious in the game, and I replaced every single one of them. We went from being about 8th in the league in every conceivable form of training to 2nd or 1st. So hopefully that will help. So I'm just checking we've got everything set up right again, and we're away. I'll be honest, I'm not overly fussed if we win this game. Obviously it'd be nice for that extra little cash injection, but we're Liverpool, we're a big club, we don't need that kind of money. Like I said, the thing with the Alex Ferguson challenge is usually you get a much smaller club than Liverpool. We've been handed a bit of a gift with this one, if we're completely honest. You know, usually you've got a club that could use any extra income it can get to kind of challenge the big boys to make that splash in the January window. We don't have that concern. All our January transfer business pretty much is done, unless I decide to sell some players. Lichtsteiner with a cross in, Mandzukic. Dybala's found a goal. Oh, sorry, Costa's found a goal. Well, they've struck early, they've struck quickly. I can't complain too much. I'm not sure what's going on in the Juventus end, because apparently everyone is showing up in grey morph suits, which is, you know, an interesting choice. But one goal down, it's, you know, it's not the start we wanted, but it's the start I expected. Pjanic has now got it, finds Lichtsteiner with a short ball. Lichtsteiner, hopefully we'll chase him out. We won't. We should be doing better with that. Lichtsteiner, that's unbelievably poor defending. If you're a Liverpool fan watching this, I appreciate you probably say that phrase every single week at this point. I know you guys just beat Man City as I'm recording this. but Liverpool's defending is absolutely atrocious, both in the game and in real life. It's something I really need to work on. There's a few defenders coming in January, but they're all younger ones I'm going to try and build through. So I hope we're going to go to the Kevin Keegan score of let's just try and outscore everyone. And the players aren't playing badly either. It's just, sometimes you concede unlucky goals, sometimes you defend atrociously like we just did. How has Mane got dispossessed by Lichtstein? That's unbelievable. Costa's on the break. There's so many of you around him. Could someone just do anything? Apparently we're struggling to control possession. We haven't had any possession yet, much less controlled it. And Higuain scores their third. We're just getting smashed, lads. That's unbelievably bad football. We are unbelievably bad at football. I'm really struggling to try and figure out how I fix this at the moment. Was that disallowed? That may have been disallowed. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. We're playing on counter, just having a quick look to see if I can make anything at all happen with what I've got on the field. At this point, I'd settle for just being able to set us up not to concede any goals. We'll have a look at half time. I don't think there's much I can do now. Just tell the guys to concentrate. Hopefully they'll figure something out. Like, try anything else. Try anything else. Let's concentrate for a bit. Let's pretend we're a professional football team. Let's close down Dybala. We'll work the ball into the box. Having a good assistant manager can make all the difference in this game, because you actually get advice you can use from him. Especially when you're 2-0 down, I don't want to be playing tippy-tappy Barcelona type football, but you've got to go with what your team can do, really, and defending is not a thing we can do. But if we just hold possession, as Henderson's got a free kick, Lichtstein's going to clear it, Dybala's going to go on the break, they're going to score here. Again, so many guys back there. He still found the ball through to Costa. Karius somehow managed to save us. I don't understand how, but that's life. Got a corner. Dybala's going to put it into the box. Finds Douglas Costa out deep. Pjanic, Lichtstein, Costa again. Costa has to go from range, and Karius has given them another corner. This is not the way. Costa is finding too much space inside the area. He's finding too much space in general, if we're honest. Oh, we've got a goal kick. This team are playing so poorly. I just feel like I want to roast them at half time, but what are you supposed to do with that? A couple of minutes added on. Hopefully we'll manage to get to half time without actually going 3-0 down. That would be nice. And then we can have a little look and see what we can do with this team. Let's see what the assistant's saying with the team talk. Tell them they're disappointing. They were disappointing. Johnny looks stressed. Well, Johnny should defend better. Johnny should make his defence defend better. I don't want to make too many changes. I mean, there is a part of me that wants to make a change. It's going to be long, and we'll give it until the hour mark. I've got an idea in mind, but we'll give it until the hour mark. Hopefully we won't concede anymore at the very least. If we can get on the scoreboard, I won't need to make any changes. Let's demand some more from these guys. Just any sort of performance. Because the change I want to make will require actual substitutions, and that's sketchy. It's sketchy at best. Alexandra now with the ball down the left, finds a cross into Lichtstein. How did no one deal with that? Matip gets rid of it. Dybala, come on guys, just hoof it anywhere. Salah's going to break. He's found Firmino, but Firmino's got so many guys around him. He's found a cross. Chiellini, Milner, Mane has found a goal. We're back in it. I don't know how much longer for, but we're back in it. Firmino with the ball, I genuinely thought this was all going to go wrong here. I saw him getting boxed in, I was like, oh, he's going to get tackled. He got a crossover, Chiellini managed to spill out, Milner with a rare header, finds Mane. Brilliant position, he puts it away. We're back in the game, we're going to hold off that change for a little while, just to see what else comes from this. Salah's having a terrible game, Robertson's having a terrible game. I may have to make the change I was going to make anyway. We'll see. Robertson with a throw in to Chan. Robertson gets it back. Chan to Milner. What can Milner do? Milner's giving it away to Pjanic by standing still like a dickhead. Dybala's on the break. Again. Oh. What on earth was that? Oh, it's been disallowed again. We've been saved by the linesman in this one. Absolutely saved by the linesman. Salah and Robertson have got to buck their ideas up. Let's definitely close down Lichtsteiner. I like that idea because, frankly, he's been all over us. How a right back's got a goal against us just boggles the mind. We're at the hour mark. I need to start looking at some changes. Buffon's got a goal kick. He's found Lichtsteiner. He can't score from there, luckily. Pjanic, Matuidi, Khedira. Pjanic again, come on, someone close him down. Emre Can heads the ball says to safety. It's Matuidi to Khedira. Khedira out to Lichtsteiner. Lichtsteiner finds Higuain. Higuain finds Mandzukic, and that one is definitely not offside. That was unbelievably poor. Everything about that was poor. I don't even want to see the replay. I'm just going to figure some stuff out. Apparently Andrew Robertson has instructions to man-mark Khedira, which is interesting because I don't remember giving him instructions to man-mark Khedira. I remember how to find those team instructions now. Player instructions. Where's the man marking? I don't see anything that says you're man marking, but you must be somewhere. In fact, I think the best way, I was going to take him off anyway, so let's just take him off. Send Alexander-Arnold on there. Switch those guys around. I'm very aware in the background Higuain's got the ball, that can't bode well. Lovren's managed to clear that good. Like I said, this is going to seem a little bit strange. I have been toying with this. In fact, let's pause the game whilst I toy with this, just so we don't miss any goals. Salah's been shocking, so we're going to bring on Sturridge for him. We're going to bring on Ings for Mane to save him from getting sent off, because we'll need him for the later stages. Change the team instructions so it looks like we're actually trying to play football. I know it's not really been working so far, but I do like these guys in these roles. We're going to have Matip cover, so Lovren can get forward and be our stopper. I'm okay with Arnold going forward, because Alexander-Arnold going forward, because he does actually produce things occasionally. Means I can move Milner out to Mazzala. If any of you are wondering about tactics, by the way, usually I'm actually fairly good at them. It's just today something is letting me down. In fact, there was Liverpool save entirely, something's letting me down. That feels like that'd be a mistake. Let's have you being a deep lying playmaker on defend. Just there's some kind of support. Ings is a complete forward, which is good because I need someone who can complete anything right now. We're going to use Firmino as a false 9. I like the idea of him dropping back and sort of sweeping up that space. And hopefully he can get Sturridge involved. There we go. Those are my wild and crazy changes. This will either work brilliantly or not at all. There's going to be no middle ground. We're either going to take a further smashing or we're going to maybe get back into it. Chan gives them a throw in, but that's way better than scoring more goals. Let's see where this takes us, guys. Let's see where this takes us. Chiellini long, oh, I thought he was going with a long throw into the box and then somehow contorted his hands. Khedira finds Higuain, who misses. and that's fine. They've gone to a 4-3-3 as well. Interesting. Just to go a battle of the wills here, I think. See how this goes. They've had 21 shots. We've been getting massacred on the stats, absolutely massacred. Dybala going forward with that. Mandzukic. Had a look destined for goal. Thankfully it wasn't. Without the gap between our midfield and our forwards, because they look that's useful. Okay, we'll drop Firmino back into this role because he can play it. That should fix that problem. He can be in there as an advanced playmaker. I'll see if that makes any real difference for us. And you never know, it might do. It might do. Such hope. Be nice to snatch a draw. Yeah, a win is off the table at this point. I think we all know that. Mandzukic is finding too much. Always finding too much space. It's kind of what he does. I'd love to sign him if we had, you know, the money, and also with the fact that the trouble with the Liverpool team is they're actually quite good with attacking players. It's just they cannot defend to save their lives. What was that? I don't know why he thought heading it to Alexandro was going to help us, but Higuain's free now. Matip has got rid of that. As far as Barzagli, he's going to put it forward to Lichtsteiner, and we're going to start again. Pjanic, Matuidi, Khedira, Dybala. You can see where this is going. Alexandro's going to ping up all over. Dybala's going to whip in across, and Mandzukic is going to he manages to not finish it. Brilliant. Saved by the post. 22 shots they've had to our 5. That's just obscene. That's absolutely disgraceful. We really should have been doing better. But something must be working. We haven't conceded any more goals, so something must be working. That's my theory. Even though they're all over us, they're just racking in shots left, right and centre. We're getting nothing. We've been completely outclassed, and this, in all honesty, this is probably our best team that we started this game with. Heading into injury time, Alexandro with the ball on the left. There's another goal coming, I can feel it. Alessandro, Higuain. Goes up, Miller gets it out to Pjanic. What's Pjanic going to do? He's got to pass it down the right at some stage. And, yep, finds Dybala. Dybala flicks it over. Mandzukic again hits the woodwork. They should be about 12 goals up by now. Henderson's going to pick up a silly yellow card. Hopefully that's not him suspended for the next game, because we really could do without that. Dybala now has the ball in the box, finds Pjanic. Oh, Johnny makes a tackle. Someone makes a tackle finally. James Milner flicks it forward for Ings. Ings tries to find Sturridge, and that was just way too hopeful. You know, we can't do much at all right. Thing is, in the final, Mandzukic hits their fourth. I don't think he was offside that time, was he? No, not a chance. You know, up front is where we're supposed to be at our strongest, and that's what's really annoying about this, is that, you know, when you think about going forward, there's very few teams with better attacking options than Liverpool. It's just there is nothing in that defensive toolbox, and they just look lost, and we just need, you know, we need centre halves and we need wings. I was saying on the I think I was saying on the last video that if obviously an offer comes in for Coutinho from Barca, I'll let him go. He asked if I would accept an offer for him. I said I would if it matched my valuation, which we negotiated to 91 million. If he goes, if we get that money, I've got a couple of targets in mind. Like I said, I've done most of my transfer business for January. They are all young players, and because I can't avoid the controversy, honestly it's reached a point where I'm thinking Chris Smalling might be a good idea, which is a phrase I've never said in my life whilst playing FM or watching football in general. I've never felt like Chris Smalling was a good idea. You know, he's a woefully poor defender at this level, but I know I'm one of the few people who doesn't rate him, so I'm hoping that the United researcher has decided he's the second coming of Bobby Moore. because I need that. What should I say about that? It's a 4-1 loss. The game really didn't mean much anyway, so that's fine. I'll look at the schedule, we'll see when we're coming back. I was umming and ahhing about whether or not to play on through till January, and we'll come back with the West Brom game with some new signings. I think what we're going to do though, we'll come back, we'll do a double header to kind of make up for the last video being awful. We'll do a double header, so we'll do the Spurs and the Newcastle games, which handily are both on TV, there's good times. We'll do those two games back to back for the next episode, and the one after that, I already see what we're coming back. We're coming back for City, we'll play the FA Cup, we'll do another double header, why not? Because I like a game against a small team, gives me a chance to put some kids up. There we go, I'm going to leave that for now, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, please give a like, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Many thanks to Ryan for being our newest subscriber. If you want to follow me on Twitter so you can see when things are coming out and whatnot, I'm ChasingLamely on Twitter. That's ChasingLamely, exactly as it's spelled, you know, on the video, on the channel name, but without the space. So that's it, guys. I will try and come back from this defeat, and we'll see if we can turn it around against Spurs at Wembley. Have a good one.